Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is the last game of the day. It is the last of the elimination games on Saturday. Technically, tomorrow we will have an elimination game. Enterprise State has already punched their ticket. They are into Sunday's play. They can sit back, hope for a 5-set match between these two where 2 points separates the two, and you got to go into the equivalent of volleyball OT. Enterprise State would love for there to be some 32-30 finals in sets in this one, and it go the distance, wear each other out, and take on the Boll Weevils tomorrow at 11. Meanwhile, these two teams both looking for a sweep. I don't expect that. We're going probably 4 or 5 as LBW and Wallace Hanceville tangle. De Jesus sending it into the backcourt. It is just shy where it should be for Monge. And the opening point will be awarded. I was told that Wallace Hanceville was going to be the home team. It looks like on the scoreboard here, they have got LBW as the home team. So I'll try to pay attention to that and make the appropriate adjustments. 1-1 ball game. As it is served up by the Lions. Taking a look at that lineup, you have got Green, Stewart, De Jesus, Smith, and Bean on the floor. And then, of course, the other Smith. You've got 2 Smiths for LBW, Brianna and Reese. Reese is the libero. Meanwhile, for Wallace Hanceville, a lineup of Mecklenburg, Jackson, Dickerson, Monge, and Price, and of course the libero for Wallace Hanceville is McDonald, Abby McDonald. Knotted up at 2. De Jesus will serve. Well, as a matter of fact, I saw the coin toss by the commissioner determining the home and the away team, but apparently something in between the coin toss and the start of the game changed things. No big deal. We'll make the appropriate adjustments on our scoreboard in the break. Or I guess, if you don't have OCD like I do where the scoreboards are concerned, you can leave the home team on the left. But, hey, I'm used to the home team being on the right. Little tip over by Stewart, able to get underneath it. Is a new face on the floor for Wallace Hanceville, April Burgess. Knotted up at 3. Reese Smith serving the libero. And she will deliver with an ace. Reese serving again. 17 times in the regular season, she aced. That has dropped into a vacant spot on the floor. And we've got this one tied up at 4 each. Both of these teams with a loss. Both of these teams with a loss to the Boll Weevils. Enterprise State knocking off Wallace Hanceville in 3 and the Saints in 4. Saved by Dickerson, brought over by Mecklenburg to the mid part of the floor. Stewart aiming for the corner and drives it in that corner. Saints with a 1-point lead. This is the second match of the day for LBW. It is the third of the day for Wallace Hanceville. Mecklenburg, a little tip over, apparently got into the net. And the officials discussing. And let's see what the discussion at the scorer's table is about. Well, it is continuing. And I'm not sure what the discussion was about, but apparently whatever matter was being discussed is resolved. That one will go long. And Wallace Hanceville draws to within 1. They changed the scoreboard here. That's what they were doing with that discussion over at the scorer's table. So now in the arena, we've got things to match what we've got on my scoreboard. So now I don't have that excuse for getting discombobulated. I'll have to come up with something else. So Wallace now listed on the scoreboard here in the arena as the home team. Bean driving. It is blocked right back by Kisada. Wallace Hanceville taking the lead high into the air. Retrieved by Smith. Bumped over to Bean. Bean with a free ball over to Dickerson. Setting up Mange. Mange blocked, and then Jackson got a hand on it and then tried to get out of the way and couldn't. We are tied at 7. Bean will serve for LBW. Two teams who have combined for more than 60 wins. The number 1 team in the South and the number 1 team in the North. Ace is delivered by Bean. Bean serves again. Shoves it over to Mange. Mange bangs it off the net, sends it over. Picked up by Stewart. De Jesus bumping into Mecklenburg. I'm not sure whether it was Mange or Dickerson that swatted that over, but it was swatted over. Saints take a 3-point lead. And Bean continuing to serve. Floated over to Dickerson, and Mange sends it into the net. LBW with a 4-point lead. Well, you talk about a do-or-die match. Win it, you move on, you play tomorrow, you got a chance still for the title. Lose it, and the season, a great one, but the season is done. Aiming for the corner is Kelly and goes long. Wallace Hanceville with a serve. Picked up by Stewart over to De Jesus. And that is blocked right back over by Mecklenburg. Picked up in the backcourt. McDonald. And Wallace Hanceville trims it to a 1-point game. Ten serving 11 launched over by Allie Price. Saints the point, now the serve. Checking into the lineup to do just that. Annie Dunnigan. Picked up by Mecklenburger. Sent over by Mange. McDonald able to retrieve. Little bump across by Mange. Setting up Bean, drives it. Over to Monge again. De Jesus backing out of the way, and the official saying that dropped in. Back to a one-point contest. Brianna Smith serving 58 aces for Brianna. Well, when you combine the two Smiths, you got about 75 aces between the two. Back set, Mecklenburger, blocked, De Jesus. One of the spare volleyballs found its way onto the floor, had to be retrieved, tossed into the corner as it is served up by Smith. Over it goes to Dickerson. Smith got a hand on it. The other Smith got a hand on it. 3 balls sent over by Dick. Make that by Bean. And then it is crushed over. Two-point contest. Served up by the libero. Abby McDonald. Saints by 3. De Jesus will serve. Into the backcourt, picked up by Monge. Back set to Mecklenburg. Smith on the Saints side, bumped back over to Stewart rather. And Stewart will send the Saints up by 4 and prompt a timeout asked for by the ladies in orange and their head coach, Wallace Hanceville, taking a break. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch it, shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Saints with a 4-point lead opening set. Winner of this one is on to take Enterprise State on tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And then, of course, the winner of this one, hoping they're playing 2 tomorrow, playing at 11 and 1:30. If you win this one and you only play at 11 tomorrow, the Boll Weevils are the champs. The chance for the winner of this one is in a 1:30 match. Driven down the line by Dickerson, and Dickerson thought it was in. The officials say, and now our line judge indicating it did indeed. Did LBW fingertips. Boy, we were about to have a lion roar. They were certain. And the line judge confirms it got St. fingertips. Bump by Bean, back over to Bean, fisted over. McDonald on the receiving end. Jackson drives it for the mid part of the floor. Lions get the serve back down by 2. Floated over by Mecklenburg somehow. Smith got to it. Stewart will drive, but drive and long. No, check that. Dropped it in. Saints by 3 with Smith serving. Into the backcourt, picked up by Dickerson. Dickerson drives it and sent it through Smith. (17-15) game. Bean, errant first pass. DeJesus and Bean ran into one another. Miscommunication. DeJesus patting the chest saying, "My bad." And it draws the Lions to within one. First touch, DeJesus. Smith with a back set, Stewart. And she put it into the net. We are knotted up at 17. Nice crowd on hand. The crowd has been great. And as I mentioned several times, the setting perfect for the size crowd that is going to come watch ACCC volleyball. Then you got a 10,000 seat place and hard to create energy. Here, you got seating for about 300-400. Perfect for this matchup and for this tournament. Monge into the corner, and DeJesus lets it go to knot it up at 18. Adeline Stewart serving. Floats it over to McDonald, setting up Jackson. Little tip over that front line of Kelly. And the Lions with a 1-point lead. Sand Mountain Park. Ace delivered. Got a timeout on the floor. Lions take a 2-point lead into the TO. Lions with a 2-point lead coming out of the timeout. DeJesus first touch over. It goes to Bean. Driven over by Burgess, who has checked into the game, and that will sail over the head of Burgess, and the Saints draw to within one. Bean serving for the Saints. First touch, Dickerson, over goes to Monge. It is blocked, but out of bounds by Smith. Serving is Ollie Price. Floats it over to Smith. Smith to Smith, Reese to Brianna. DeJesus banging it off Mecklenburg. Price with a set of Mecklenburg, and it's blocked back by Kelly. (21-20). Dunnigan with a serve, popped over by Mecklenburg. Used the element of surprise to send it over. (22-20) Lions, and that will head directly towards the net. Brianna Smith serving, a 181 hitter on the year. Got the back set, Mecklenburg. Bean got to it, back onto the floor from De Jesus, inside the antenna from Stewart. Blocked by Stewart. Well, there is a discussion going on, and I think it is referencing part of this volley prior to the block. And it is going to require not one, not two, but three officials. And then the fourth official is in with communication with the group. She is on the opposite side of the floor, but linked in. So this could change the point. And it does. Awards it to Wallace Hanceville. McDonald serving, and now, of course, with a change of a point, you're obviously going to get an appeal from the team impacted by the change. And the liaison for the Saints is Smith. And did they just change it back? Well, the scoreboard here is still indicating a 23-21 game. But they are changing it. And I think it is 22-22. I don't know that I've seen that before, where you had a conversation, you had the decision made, they changed, and then on appeal, changed back. (23-22) now, after all the dust has settled. But hey, these officials trying to get it right. And multiple conversations and viewpoints. And we turn it into a 23-22 game currently. No fingertips. Stewart making the appeal that it did not. The line judge shaking his head saying no. And there's a timeout on the floor. 1 point away from an opening set win for the Lions of Wallace Hanceville.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible. Affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Abby McDonald serving, and serving up set point in a 24-22 game. Able to dig it out, Bean, over to De Jesus. She will drop it in front of the end line to make it a 1 point game. De Jesus to serve. Dropped in by Dickerson. Opening set going to the Lions. And we are headed to set number 2 after a 25-23 hard-fought Lion win in set number 1. Only the beginning. And the Lions take the early lead. Set number 2 gets underway. Lions taking the opening set. Lady swap sides of the floor. That is driven over by Stewart. And will drop it in front of the sideline. The opening point belonging to the Saints. Well, I thought that Enterprise State might be back at the hotel. No, kind of relaxing, kick back. Well, they are relaxing. They are kicked back, but they're here. Watching these two, wondering who they will face tomorrow. Dickerson to the backcourt, over it goes to Monge, and Monge will bang it off of Kelly and company. Turn it into a one-apiece game with Monge serving. Picked up by Smith. Over it goes to Bean, and Bean able to slide it through the Jackson-Mecklenburg block. Back over to the Saints side of the floor. Launched over to Dickerson. Smith's got it in the backcourt. Dunnigan bouncing it over to Stewart. Blocked by Dickerson. Back over to Bean. Bean off of Mecklenburg, but able to get to it Price. Mid part of the floor. Green aiming for the inline and drops it in. Saints with a 3-1 lead. Not a must-win set, but it's one they want to win for the Lions, a chance to take a dominant lead. Back over it goes to Bean, and Bean finding a spot where nobody was. Saints grab a 3-point lead. Served up again by Dunnigan. Jackson drives it over, reaching for it, Stewart, and couldn't get there. Smith in, Green in. De Jesus back in. Back set, Stewart. Lions draw to within one. Jackson will serve. She'll float it into the net. I don't see I don't know if it's the good luck charm, the lucky charm that the Saints had earlier today. Maybe because of the loss to Enterprise State, they set aside the oars tied together with a Saint emblem in the middle. It might be there, just missed it. Bean sticking it into the net. But there might have been a violation prior. There is, and the Saints get the point. So the Saints with a 3-point lead when they thought it was to a 1-point game. There is a service error. Mecklenburg serving. Left-hander floats it over. First touch Smith. Second touch Smith. Different Smith. Green driving it over. Over to Dickerson, who tips it over Green and Smith. Mecklenburg serving. Rachel Mecklenburg, 49 aces of the nearly 300 during the regular season. What a shot by Bean. Just drove it down the line right in front of the inline. Bean with the serve. McDonald first touch. Blocked by Smith. Back over to Dickerson. This one went a little bit long. Saints with a 3-point lead. Just clear the net. Dickerson there. Setting Dickerson up is Mecklenburg. Green blocks it back. Dickerson picks it back up. Mecklenburg, two-handed shove over. Over to DeJesus. And DeJesus dropping it in front of the in-line. Saints with a 4-point lead. McDonald first touch, shoved over to Dickerson, and Dickerson into the net. Over to Dickerson. Back over to Dickerson. Blocked by Green. Mecklenburg picking it up. And that will go wide from Burgess. And a 6-point Saint lead prompts a Lions timeout. Here's the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double. The single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. (11-5) lead, 6-point Saint advantage, trying to knot this one up at a set each. Over it goes to Dickerson, being able to pick it up in the backcourt, setting up DeJesus, and that is off Quesada. Saints with a 7-point lead. I don't know if Enterprise State would have a preference as to who they want to face tomorrow. They've knocked off both. I guess if you look at the fact it took 4 to beat the Saints and 3 the Lions, I guess from that perspective, maybe their preference would be the Lions. I do not see them cheering for either. Thought they might be here in support of another South Division team. They're just here checking out the competition. DeJesus steps up, fires away, and fires long. And coming out of the timeout, Lions scoring 2 out of 3. Dickerson will serve. Bean first touch, setting up Green. Dickerson first touch. Over to Monge. Smith got a hand on it, over to DeJesus, and DeJesus off Burgess. Saints serving in a 13-7 game. McDonald digs it. Over to Monge, into the backcourt to Smith. Kelly drives it. McDonald able to get there. Dickerson over to Mecklenburg. Back set. Nope. Setting up Bean. And Bean drives it into the net. Abby McDonald serving. Floats it towards the corner, but floats it long. A 6-point Saint lead. Shoved over by Jackson, able to get there, Smith. And that is DeJesus shooting it through the Jackson block. Saints by 7. Again, matching their largest lead of the set. Served up by Smith. Over to Monge. De Jesus able to get to it, but no other Saint is. Price serving. Ollie Price, 928 assists on the regular season. That is Stewart with the kill. And for the most part, Saints maintaining that 7-point lead. They took it at 12-5. They've still got it at 16-9. First touched by Monge. Jackson blocked by Kelly. Jackson again. Smith bumping it over to Stewart. Stewart drops it in. And the Saints with their first 8-point lead, prompting a Lion timeout. (17-9) game. Jackson tipping it over. Smith able to get there as we resume play coming out of the timeout. That will go long. Monge will serve. Floats it over to Bean. Back set to Kelly. Jackson blocks. Whistle blown. And Kelly got into the net. Monge again with the serve. And she will stick it in the net. Dickerson first touch. Price back set. Mecklenburg. And that got the antenna after banging off Bean. Chloe Jackson serving. Floats it over. De Jesus first touch. Mid part of the floor. Bean. That winds up on the second tier. Got an assist from Dr. Michelle Ivey. Jackson driving it off De Jesus. Mecklenburg again serving. Mecklenburg, 563 assists on the year. She and teammate Price accounting for about 1,600 of those. Obviously the bulk of the assists. Over to Bean. And that will go through the Quisada block. Pump back over to Dickerson. De Jesus. And she put it into the net. Jackson again on the serve. Make that Dickerson on the serve. Aiming for the corner was Green and went long. Lions trim the lead, which was once 8-5. Served over by Dickerson. Over to Monge, and Monge into the net. (21-15) contest, set 2. Saints won at least 4. Lions still hoping for 3. We could have as many as 5. Over goes to DeJesus. Set to Monge, tips it over. Stewart underneath, back over to Kelly. Drives it, dug out by Dickerson, but McDonald couldn't get past number 2. Back set to Quisada. Off of Kelly, picked up by Smith, bumped over to DeJesus. And she will drop it over. Saints 2 away from a 1-1 tie. Monge first touch, back over to Monge. And she will stick it in the net, and the Saints are a point away from evening up the match at 1. Smith with a serve, setting up Monge. Monge. It is blocked by Smith, and the Saints came marching into set number 2 with the intent to knot it up, and they have indeed. An opening set victory for the Lions, 25-23, but a set 2 win for the Saints, 25-15. And don't forget, follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And a big request, and that is that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want more subscribers. Never enough. We get 1, we want 2. We get 10, we want 20. De Jesus bangs it. Quisada there. Back over it goes to Stewart. Stewart and McDonald bending backwards. Early 2-point St. lead. Smith serving. De Jesus trying to drive it over, drives it into the net. 2 in a row for the Lions, tying up at 2. Lions taking their first lead here in set number 3. We are knotted up at 1. Winner will advance to tomorrow morning's 11 a.m. matchup with Enterprise State. The loser will probably tomorrow morning head home. Unless you or Wallace Hanceville might make that trip tonight. As a matter of fact, I don't know. They might be making that trip every night. LBW with about a 4-hour drive south. Likely hangs around here, win or lose. 4-2 score. Bump back onto the floor by Kelly. Two-handed shove by Smith. Retrieved by Mecklenburg. Jackson. Talk about the art of deception. And Price stepping in, kind of a decoy or a block, a shield. And Jackson delivering. But on the long haul on that particular volley, it is the Saints who benefit. Shoved over to Dickerson, into the backcourt to De Jesus, driven over by P. Able to shove it over and able to get underneath was Stewart. Then it is a joust right there on the net. Falls back over and becomes a Saint point. Boy, that just sat there on top of the net for a moment. Right there, and before rolling off over onto the Saint side. Knotting it up at 4. Jackson drives. De Jesus able to get a hand on it. Over to Bean. Bean through the block of Jackson and Mecklenburg. Six-4 lead. Dug out by Dickerson. Bumped by Jackson. Back to Dickerson. De Jesus in the backcourt. Back set. Stewart. And she will drive it off a line. Saints taking a 3-point lead. Back set. Kelly just a tad low. Turns it into a 7-5 contest. Served up by the Lions. Over goes to Bean. Bean off Burgess, who is back into the game. Over to Dickerson and blocked back by Stewart, but saved nicely. I believe that was McDonald on the dig. Over it goes to Bean, and Bean dropping it in front of the inline. 3-point St. lead. Donegan with the serve. Bump back over to Dickerson, and Dickerson off of Donegan. Smith coming back in. Kelly going out. Donegan leaves the floor. And Green will check back in. Green tipping it over. Mecklenburg, and then, of course, for the Saints. Over it goes to Bean. Bean drives. Nice recovery by Dickerson. Stewart drives. Nice recovery by Burgess. Jackson with a little dink over. Over to Bean. Bean into the back corner. Retrieved by Dickerson. Here steps up Monge. And unable to dive and get it was De Jesus. It's a 1-point game. First touch. Driven over by Bean. De Jesus with that first touch. Monge. Driven across by Dickerson. And we've got an 8-apiece game. First touch, De Jesus. Smith trying to get into Green, and Green couldn't tip it over. Lions take the lead. A 9-8 advantage here in set number 3. First touch, Bean. Smith giving it back over to Bean. Uses the left hand to tip it over. Jackson skies over Green to tip it over. And it is LBW that will use a timeout as the Lions go up by a pair. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Nibble the top of the net, turns into an ace, extends the lead to 3. Lions coming out of the Saints timeout. Who will take the 2-1 lead? At the moment, the advantage belongs to the Lions. De Jesus a little too strong with the opening pass, and Jackson sends it right back over. DeJesus got to it first. Back set. Stewart steps up. It is a 3-point game again. Stewart serving. Stewart, a 175 hitter on the year with 25 aces. Monge first touch brought back onto the floor by Mecklenburg. Two-hander by Monge, and apparently she hit it twice, and she did. Stewart again serving. That will go long. A 3-point Lion lead with Dickerson serving. Over it goes to Bean. And Bean narrows it again to 2. And we'll go back to serve. Last match of the second day of the ACCC tournament. Over to Monge. Skyward, but back to earth, and then brought over by DeJesus. Smith with the bump, setting up Green, and Green will drive it and make it a 1-point game. Too long from Bean. A 2-point game. Sent over by Price. Over to DeJesus, aiming for the opposite corner. Long with a shot, it's a 15-12 Lion lead. First touch, Stewart. Setting up Green, and Green into the net. Over to Smith. Shoved to DeJesus. And the lead goes to 5. Timeout on the floor. We will break as well on JockJive. Little tip over by Green. Able to retrieve it is McDonald. Over to DeJesus, and that is blocked out of bounds by Walker. Serving is Smith. Floats it over to Dickerson. Monge getting it inside the antenna off Smith, and well, almost retrieving it were the Saints. Lions are 7 away from taking a 2-1 lead. Smith bumping it back over to Stewart. Stewart driving it across. Back set from Mecklenburg, blocked by Kelly. Into the corner, able to get there and retrieve Bean. Over to DeJesus. Back over to DeJesus. Price and then Dickerson. It is Smith with the first touch. And DeJesus into the net. Well, all tournament long, elimination games have been emotional for sophomores in particular. Sophomores knowing that an era is coming to an end. And one of these two teams will see their sophomores no more. Where the Lions are concerned, not that many. They've got Jackson, Burgess, and Rodriguez, who has not played, representing the sophomore class. Meanwhile, LBW a little more in the sophomore tendencies. They've got DeJesus, Jones, Kelly, Smith, Dunnigan, Stewart, Bean, Wynn, Smith, and Powell. Ricochets off Bean, retrieved by Smith, sent over by DeJesus. Dickerson pounding it. Mecklenburg sending it over with a left hand. Stewart going a little wide, said she got fingertips, trying to lobby for the touch, but won't get it. McDonald with a serve, Bean with a touch. Back set, DeJesus able to get it inside the antenna. That is blocked by Kelly. (21-16) with DeJesus serving. Now you can see that hesitation on the part of Price. Just a slight hesitation going, hey, are you expecting me to get to that? And then she accelerated. By that time, that slight pause denied her the opportunity to get there. DeJesus into the net. Lions 3 from wrapping up set number 2. Saints 8 from that point. Over goes to Bean. Little joust on the net. Picked up by Mecklenburg and sent over by McDonald. That's dropped in. Saints slice it to 4. Dunnigan serving for the Saints, but that will happen after the timeout.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Little tip by Jackson. She just quite couldn't reach it to send it over, and that gave Bean an opportunity to extend it back and shove it to the Lions' side of the floor. It's a 3-point game. Floated over by Dunnigan. And then Green puts it right back over, I think. Well, I thought I saw the official indicate an LBW point, but then the coach's reaction would suggest otherwise. And now he did indeed say point awarded to the Lions. The ace in front of De Jesus. That will go long. Smith was just about ready to make the set and decided it was going to go long, and it does. Stewart serving still at set point. And that'll be an ace. Ricocheted off Jackson. Saints still in it, down by 3. Setting up Jackson. Green got a piece of it. Bumped back over by Bean. Monge blocked by Smith. Two-handed shove into the corner. De Jesus is there. Off the net and over by Bean. Monge into the backcourt. De Jesus the touch. And that is Bean that drops it in. It's a 2-point game. Timeout on the floor. Set number 3. One of these teams is going to go up 2-1. Served up by Stewart in a 2-point game. Over it goes to Monge. Monge two-handed shove. Stewart able to get there. Back it goes to Bean. Able to save it, Mecklenburg. Smith. Bean will try it from the left side. Cross-court shot. Drops it in. It's a 1-point game. Key point, obviously, for the Saints trying to win this set. Lions trying to do the same. Killed by Bean. 24 each. Somebody's got to get to 26 before we end this one. Served by Stewart. Monge there first, setting up Jackson. Drives it. Bean will drive it down the line. It went wide. Lions take the advantage. We are again at set point. De Jesus and Smith there. Over it goes to Bean, and that is blocked over by Quisada. What a set. And obviously it ain't over yet. And we were talking about it earlier with these sets that go into the volleyball equivalent of OT. It's the Boll Weevils going, hey, have at it. We have wrapped up 3 and are headed to the 4th. A must-win set for the Saints. We head into set number 4 for the Lions of Wallace Hanceville. This is the 10th set of the day. For LBW, it is set number 7. And the opening point belonging to Wallace Hanceville. And if you are the Saints, this is the one in the moment you got to win. If you are the Lions, you're hoping to wrap it up, head to the house or the hotel, whichever, and get ready for an 11 a.m. matchup with Enterprise State. And really for the Lions, the Boll Weevils have been what they've had their sights on since that sweep last night. Stewart sending it into the net. They have won another shot at the Boll Weevils. And that has been on their mind all day long. Their motivation. De Jesus with the drive. Price the first touch. Mecklenburg sending it into the corner. Bumped over by De Jesus. Dickerson twice. Let's see if third time is the charm. Bean into the backcourt. Launched over by Dickerson, then fired over by Kelly in the corner. Into the net from De Jesus. Serve into the hands of McDonald. Abby McDonald, the libero, with 32 aces this year. Setting up Bean. Kelly shoving it over. Dickerson able to get to it. That is Jackson shoving into a vacant spot on the right front court. Into the backcourt to De Jesus. And Stewart will stick it in the net. Here comes Ashlyn Watson into the ball game as Stewart comes out. Watson has appeared in 12 matches, 26 sets this year. She is a freshman. A freshman from Beauregard, Alabama. LBW calling for time as the Lions have built a 6-point lead. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Crafts got it. Long throw over, and he got it. (7-1) Wallace Hanceville lead, and of course at this point in the match and down by 6, you wonder if the Saints have run out of gas, but we'll get a clue right here coming out of the timeout. Bean driving it into the Mecklenburg block, sending it over, able to get there. Monge. It is shoved to Dickerson. Sends it over. Smith there. That is the newcomer on the floor, Watson, driving it across. De Jesus able to get to it. Right back over from Jackson. What the Saints can't do is allow the Lions to come out of the timeout and reel off 4 or 5 more points. Then you've really gotten behind the 8 ball, and that will touch fingertips on the way out. Saints serving. Put over by Dunnigan. Jackson sending it over. Dunnigan able to get to it. That is Watson with the shove over the left hand. Bump to Dickerson. Goes cross court with it. And apparently Bean never got it over the net. No, check that. Mecklenburg apparently got into the net. And it becomes a 5-point game, so 2 sliced off that lead by the Saints. Back set to Mecklenburg, left-hander, sends it to Smith. Bump to Bean, Bean with the left hand. McDonald able to get underneath. 2-handed shove by Dickerson. Back set to Watson. McDonald setting up Mecklenburg. And Mecklenburg extends the lead to 6. Mecklenburg serving. 332 kills on the year for Mecklenburg. And that is 4th best on the team. Dickerson number 1, Jackson number 2, Monge number 3, Mecklenburg number 4. As a team, 1,800 kills coming into the weekend. Watson driving it, and that will ricochet off Monge. Will it be a South versus North championship? Or a South versus South? Enterprise State still here watching. Wondering who they face. Jackson into the net. Saints pull within 4. Powell serving, and Smith able to get it to Smith, who puts it back onto the floor to Wiggins. Couple of new faces on the floor, Kuba Wiggins and Molly Powell for the Saints. Powell with the bump, shoved over to Bean. Bean driving it. Bean again from the left side. Set for Burgess, blocked by Bean. Set for Monge, picked up by Powell. Bean driving it into the backcourt. Little 2-handed shove over. Smith giving it to Bean. Goes cross court, that's stuck into the net, and the Saints are back to within 4. Bean will serve. Elizabeth Bean, 22 aces, 163 hitter. McDonald first touch. Monge from the left side. Smith gets underneath. Sent to De Jesus. And that's stuck on top of the net for a bit. Chloe Jackson will serve. And apparently there's a little perspiration on the floor. That'll give me an opportunity to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's not a mandate, not a requirement, a demand. Simply a request. We'd love to have you subscribe, and then you get access to games, to interviews, to conversations, to shows, and more. And granted, we like higher numbers. The more the merrier. And our current goal, 5,300. The lead is now 6 again. And Wallace Hanceville 13 shy of a trip to the championship game tomorrow. LBW is 19 and now 18 away from forcing a fifth set. Smith to serve. First touch, Dickerson, Monge, off the net, retrieved by Bean. Free ball from De Jesus. It's a 4-point game again. Launched over to Dickerson, Monge. Driving it and extending the lead to 5. We started today at 11 a.m. Here we are in 7:20. Putting the finishing touches on the day and on the season for one of these two. De Jesus driving into McDonald. Dickerson into the backcourt to Bean. A joust on the net. Smith and Quisada. Bean drives it. McDonald's there. Monge into the backcourt. And that 6-point lead back for the Lions. Served by Ali Price. Tracked down by Smith. De Jesus. It's a little spin on it. Monge. Smith will pick it up. Kelly. Driving it in front of the end line. Nine serving 14. Dug out by Dickerson, sent over by Mecklenburg. Stewart the free ball. Back set, Mecklenburg. Smith got it first. Stewart blocked by Quisada. Shoves it back over. Timing is Bean. De Jesus going long. Back to a 6-point lead. Monge with the serve. Kelly. McDonald got it, trying to dig it out, was Price and couldn't. That is a Dickerson kill, lead back to 6. And the Lions get inside double digits, now single digits, to a set, which in this particular case would be a match win. Off of Monge. Jesus the touch over and goes to Bean. Bean cross court. Dickerson inside the antenna. Blocked. That is Wiggins drawing the Saints back to within 4. Jackson sending it over. Smith is there. Bump to Bean. Bean into the net. And the Saints got to be watching that scoreboard for different reasons than the Lions. Lions trying to wrap up the set, move to Sunday's play. Saints trying to get to a set number 5. Timeout on the floor. Lions lead it by 6. Bean sending it into the backcourt. There is Monge. Shove to Dickerson. Brings it down the line. De Jesus returns. Stewart into the backcourt. Mecklenburg the set. Jackson hammers it. You almost knew it was coming. There is just so little to do to defend when the set and the jam is like that. Put across by Stewart. And that will go into the net. Saints trying to go on a run that erases this current 6-point lead. And when you start seeing that total get above 20, say 22, maybe a little anxiety starts to set in. Mecklenburg setting up Dickerson. De Jesus able to get to it. Bean from the left side. McDonald the return. Dickerson dropping it over the front line. A couple of bodies on the floor trying to dig it out. Perspiration on the floor. Let's take a look. Smith went down hard and got up slow. There you see her at the mid part of the floor. Bean drives it over. 7-point lead again. Now 8. Into the corner for Dickerson. And Dickerson serving. Monge blocked by Wiggins. Shoved into the backcourt. Mecklenburg. De Jesus picks it up. Wiggins driving into the mid part of the floor. Jackson slammed off Powell. Mecklenburg to Monge, and Monge will get it into the net. Saints needing 10, Lions needing 4. And Wallace Hanceville calls a timeout. is the 7 guy. Right up the middle, base hit, back-to-back base hit. Starter with a double, the single from Cumbie coming to the plate and tagged down at home. Saints not out of it yet. Lions, though, with a big advantage, and that advantage gets bigger. Jackson will crush it over and steps behind the service line with 3. All that's needed to get Wallace Hanceville into the championship tomorrow against Enterprise State. Dickerson into the net. LBW has not lost back-to-back games all year long. They lost to Enterprise State. They are losing to Wallace Hanceville, and the Lions now 2 away from advancing to the title game. Saints not giving up hope. Back set to Kelly. Over to De Jesus. And De Jesus drawing the Saints to within 6. (23-17). Scoreboard here still says 16, but I believe the 17-point will be posted momentarily. Off of Smith. And the need for a rag to kind of absorb some of the perspiration after the trip onto the floor. Now, the scoreboard here still says 23-16. I believe it is 24-17. And I think our scorekeeper is just having issues with the clock. It is not behaving. She's got that look like, do right, act right. Apparently it's stuck at 23-16 when it's actually a 24-17 game. So I think we are going to have a pause long enough for the officials to work on the clock and see if they can get the controller working. Well, we're not going to wait. Coach has been notified the 24th point has been registered. De Jesus sending it over. Mine drives it. That's Dickerson. And the season will end for the Saints and continue for the Lions. Tears of sorrow on one side of the net, of joy on the other, as the Lions have advanced to the championship. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. It all starts again. The stakes, no higher. One of the teams, Enterprise State or Wallace Hanceville, will go home with a trophy and continue their pursuit of a national championship. There's your final. 25-23, 26-24, 25-17 wins by the Lions. That set 2 victory for the Saints, 25-15. Thanks so much for watching our coverage. Tomorrow we're back, 11 o'clock, Enterprise State and Wallace Hanceville. See you then. For all the folks with the ACCC and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.